subject OC, that is Organization of Management, right? Commerce and Management, and we are there on the chapter number 2, which we have started. Okay, that is functions of management, right? We have already started this chapter yesterday, and we have completed 2 functions of management. Can anyone tell me which 2 functions we have completed? Correct. Correct. Planning. And second, organizing. Correct. So planning and organizing, this is the 2 functions that we have completed. Okay. Today we will going to go further with the next 2 functions of management, that is staffing and directing. Okay. So we can start with these 2 functions, staffing and directing. Now, what is meant by staffing? Right. So this staffing words, it comes from the word staff. What are the staff? Staff are the employees of the organization. So what are the staff? They are the employees of the organizations. Okay. Now the staffing function means what? Staffing function is nothing but it is a function of execution according to the plan and organizational structure. Okay. So whatever plan is done by the management, by the managers, done in order to correct or just in order to execute them, okay, there is a need of a staff. Because if I'm having a planning but I'm not having a staff, then who will going to execute that plan? Okay, so what is staffing? Staffing is nothing, it is a function where the planning whichever is done by the management to execute those plans, there is a need of staff. Okay, now the process of attracting, recruiting, selecting, placing, appraising, remunerating, developing, and retaining the best workforce. Now the second meaning, second meaning is that what is staffing? It is a process of attracting, right? So it's very important to have a good staff, because if an organization have a good staff, then only it can work. The staff will able to achieve the objectives of the organization properly, right? So there is a need of good staff. Okay, so it's important that that an organization should attract the good employees, the good staff towards them. Okay, so what is staffing? It is a process of attracting. Okay, after attracting, recruiting, okay, उनको recruit करना, after recruiting they have to select them, then they have to give them the placements, they should give them the appraisals for their work, a good remuneration should be done, a proper training should be there for their development, and in short, and it should be used in a very best way. So whatever resource as a human resource is there with the organization, it should be used in a very proper way, so that the organizational will going to achieve the objective of the organization very quickly and smooth. Okay, so what is staffing? Staffing is that function of management where the humans are the staffs, they are attracted, they are recruited, they are selected, then placements are done, the appraisals are done, their remunerations are selected done, then the trainings have been set up to develop them, and in short, that retaining the best workforce to the organization. Okay. The next is overall growth and success of every venture is based on appropriateness of staffing function. Okay, so if I'm having a good plan, if I'm having all the resources, but I'm not having a good staff, okay, so what will be happen? Whatever resources I have collected or whatever plan I have made, it will be of no use if I'm not having a good and appropriate staff. Okay, so there is a need of good and appropriate staff. Okay, and for that there is a need of appropriate staffing function. Okay, so the staffing function will be appropriate. Ultimately, they will going to select the best staff for the organizations. Okay, that's why it is said right person at right job with right pay. Okay, and it is possible only because of the function staffing. Okay, right person, right job with right pay, it comes under staffing. Okay, I hope everyone is clear what is meant by staffing, where the individuals is attracted, they are recruited, they are selected, the placements have been done, they are appraised, they are remunerated, and developed by giving them the training, and okay, that is called as staffing. Okay, I hope this staffing is clear to everyone. Okay, so this was the meaning of staffing. Okay, then now we will going to see the definitions of staffing. So three definitions are there. I've given by three persons. First is Theo Hammond. According to him, what is staffing? What he says, staffing functions pertains to, again say, he says recruitment, you have to recruit them, then you have to select them, okay, then development should be done, training should be given, and you should give them a proper compensation for their work. Okay, so the same thing he had also said, what is a staffing function, jahan pe, where we select the correct people. Okay, we give the organization give them the training, and they give them the proper compensation for their work. Okay, next is Luther Gulick. What he says, staffing is the whole personal function. Personal function क्यों कहा गया है? Because it is related to individual humans. Okay, person, men. Okay, so it is a men management basically, right, where of bringing in and training the staff. Okay, so it's a personal function because it is related to person, where the person they are brought in the organizations, they are trained, okay, and they are maintained as per the conditions of favorable conditions of work. Okay, so if I'm a new person, I've joined an organization, so I don't know about the way the work is conducted in the organization, because as I'm a new employee, okay, so a proper training is given, and then that new individual or new person will able to adjust with the conditions which is there in the organizations. Okay, so Luther Gulick says staffing is a whole personal function, obviously because it is related to person humans. So pura ka pura human functions hai, okay, where the individuals they are bringing in, and they are trained in order to adjust with the conditions of the organizations. Okay, next is S. Benjamin. Now, what S. Benjamin says, he says staffing is the process involved in identifying, okay, to whom identify, to identify the individual, to assess them, okay, placing them, give them the proper placement, evaluating them, the whatever whoever is appointed as an individual, either he is giving his 100% or whatever potential he is having, the job is as per his potential. Okay, so evaluate them and directing individuals and to give them the directions, okay, at work. Okay, so this definition is given by Benjamin. So three of them has given this the definitions which are similar, and it says the same thing, that what is staffing, it is a human placements, where the individual is given selected, recruited, okay, and they have been developed by providing them the training and making them settle with the conditions of the organizations. Okay, I hope these three definitions are clear to you. And even then definition will going to come in the exam. Okay, so तीनों में से कोई भी एक definition आपका वायर्ड होना जरूरी है. It's compulsory. As it is said, there should be no changes in the definition. The definition should be as it is. Okay, in the meaning you can write it in your own words, but definition should be as it is. Okay, so yourself, you are having three definition, you can select any one among the three. Okay, so we have done with the staffing meaning, and we have done with the staffing definitions. Now we will proceed with the importance of staffing. Now, why there is a importance of staffing? Staffing क्यों जरूरी, right? So that's the importance of staffing. Now, staffing basically, it's a effective managerial function. सबसे पहले क्या बोला है? Staffing is a effective managerial functions. अब ऐसा क्यों कहा है? Staffing is a effective managerial functions. Okay, so staffing is an effective managerial functions. Now, staffing is the key to effective performance of other functions of management, such as planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. Because if there is not a good workforce, अगर एक अच्छा workforce नहीं है जो effectively काम कर रहा है, okay, so if there is not a good workforce, right? So how the other functions of the management will going to perform. So there is a need of good competent workforce who can work effectively in different functional areas, जैसे कि productions है, sales है, finance है. Okay, so the outcome of the other function is basically based on the effectiveness of staffing. Okay, so if I have done with the planning, if I have done with the organizing, if I have done, okay, but if I am not having a good staff, then ultimately the planning and the organizing will be just a wastage. Okay, so a good outcome can come only when there will be a good and effective staffing. Okay, so staffing is very effective managerial function. Okay, the second is leads to effective utilization of resources. Okay, now staffing function leads to effective utilization of human resources, that is there the workforce. Now proper care should be taken at every stage. Okay, whether it's recruitment, selection, placement, remuneration, training, development. Okay, so these are the steps in order to select a good employee, a good staff for the organization. Okay, so in each step, in each stage, a proper care should be taken. Okay, excessive burden of work is should be avoided. Optimum utilization of human resources results in improvement of performance and progress of organization. Okay, so such staff should be selected so that you can use them to the optimum level, so that the uh, organizational performance will going to be developed. Okay, so this is can be happen only if there is a proper staffing. Okay, and proper staffing will be done when the stages which is there in the staffing, it is done with a proper care. Okay, so जो भी recruitment, selection, placement, development, ये सब चीजें होती हैं, it should be done in a very proper way, so that a good staff is given to the organization. Okay, next is builds cordial relationship. Now this function of staffing is helpful in building healthy relationships among all levels of employees in the organization, because a smooth human relationship is the key to better communication and coordination of managerial efforts in an organization. Okay, so because all the work is done by the humans. Okay, and there should be a good relationship. Okay, so if there will be a good relationship, if there will be a good better communications and coordinations between the whatever efforts between the managements, between the employees of the organization, then only a good relation will going to comes. Okay, so staffing helps to build the cordial relationship, because it helps to create a better communications and coordinations among the employees. Next is helps human resource development. Now, how staffing helps human resource development? Skilled and experienced employee, they are basically the assets of an business organization, right? So ये जो employees होते हैं, जो skilled or experienced employees होते हैं, they are called as the assets of the business organization. Now staffing helps to indicate the organizational culture into employees. It trains and develops the existing workforce. It also ensures smooth functioning of all managerial aspects of the business organization. Now, how staffing? Staffing provides training to the employees. Staffing promotes them. Okay, they give them the promotions. Okay, now because of this trainings and the promotions, and what happens? The employee able to develop himself. Okay, so this is possible only because of the staffing. So what staffing does? Staffing helps the human resource development. Staffing helps their employees to develop themselves by providing them the proper training. Okay, next is helps in effective use of technology and other resources. Now trained employees can use the latest technology. Okay, so ये जो भी पढ़े लिखे होते हैं उनके लिए easy हो जाता है technology use करना. Okay, now so trained employees, they can use the latest technology, capital, material, and methods of work very effectively. It helps in building competitive strength of the organizations. It also helpful in improving standard of work and productivity in terms of quality and quantity. Okay, so whenever the new technology comes in the market, okay, so it's the responsibility of the organization to train them, okay, so that they can use this technology in a very good way. Okay, so if they use this in a proper way, it will definitely going to improve the standard of work and the productivity in terms of quality also, and in terms of quantity also. Okay, so this is possible because of the function staffing, because staffing helps the employees in effective use of technology and other resources. Okay, so we have completed 5 points till now. Any doubt is there to anyone? Okay, so the 5 functions we have done, that is effective managerial functions. So staffing, what it does, it is a key for effective performance of the other functions of management. Okay, so if there is not a good workforce, if there is not a competent workforce, then what will happen? The outcome of other function, it will not going to come properly. Okay, so if you want other functions should work properly, or the outcome should come properly, then ultimately there is a need of good staffing. Next is leads to effective utilization of human resources. Okay, so whatever your human resources, they are selected, they are recruited, they are placed, their remuneration, training, everything in each and every stage, proper care should be taken. Okay, and whatever human resources are there, they should be used to the optimum level, so that their performance will going to improve, as well as the organization performance will going to be improved. Okay, next is builds cordial relationships. So this function of staffing, it helps in building the healthy relationships among all the levels of employees. Okay, and it's very important to have a good relationships, and it can be done only when there is a better communications and coordination among the employees, among the efforts which is taken by the managers. Next is helps human resource development. So skills and experienced employees जो होते हैं, they are the assets for the organization. The proper training and proper development of the existing employees, existing workforce should be there, so that the organization will going to function or the very smoothly. Next is improves efficiency. Sorry, helps in effective use of technology and other resources. Okay, so though the employee should be properly trained. Okay, so that they can use the latest technology and other resources like capital material to the to the utmost level. Okay, it will definitely going to help them in improving the standard of work, and production will also be improved in way of quantity as well as quality. Okay, so these are the 5 points of importance of staffing. We will proceed with further with the next 5 points. The next is improves efficiency. Okay, so how staffing improves the efficiency of the uh, employees? So training and development programs are offered to the employees for self development and organizational development. Through proper selection, the organization gets quality employees, and through proper training, the performance level of the employees can be improved. Okay, so efficiency can be improved if you have selected a good employee. Okay, but the employee does not know how to do the work or what to do the work, and definitely it will a wastage of that human resource. Okay, so it's very important, if you are getting a good employee, a proper training should be provided so that they can improve their performance, and the employee can be improved to the uh, great level. Okay, next is long term effect. Now qualified, efficient and skilled workforce is always an asset of the organization. As I already said, the person, if an employee is qualified, he is very efficient, is very skillful employee, then it is an asset for any organizations. Okay, so there is a need of proper selection of employees. Okay, because if there is a proper selection of employees, then the organization will able to achieve the goals very easily. Okay, and then in a very smooth way. Okay, Naturally, long-term positive effects can be observed on the efficiency of an organization. So if an organization has to run for a long-term period, so there should be a good employee. Okay. So an efficient employee leads to the organizations towards the path of a success. Next is essential contribution. Staffing ensures the continuity and growth of the organization through development of employees. Selection is based on the ability of prospective employees so that organization can meet the future challenges wisely. Therefore, the contribution of the staff in their future role is taken into account in staffing function. So whenever an employee is selected and it should the function of staffing should ensures that it helps the organization to grow and to develop the organizations and to develop the employees also themselves. Okay, so it's a very important function. The staffing is very important and plays a very essential role for the development of the organizations. Okay, so staffing contributes very much in the development of the organizations. Next is provides job satisfaction. Now, employees can be motivated through financial and non-financial incentives. Okay, so it's very important for an employees to have a job satisfaction. Okay, an adequate remuneration increases job satisfaction and morale of the employees. Okay, so if an employee is working hard, if an employee is uh, doing the job properly, then a good remuneration should be given. So what will happen if a good remuneration is provided? It's going to give a job satisfaction as well as it will help the employees to increase the morale. Okay, increase his morale. Okay, as well as training and development programs, fair remunerations, and job securities. So these are the other factors which are important in providing job satisfaction. Okay, so if an employee is not able to do some work properly, so instead of removing it from the job, okay, proper training should be provided so that the employee will able to do that work properly. Okay, so it is going to give us good satisfaction to him as well as it is going to increase his morale. Okay, so this is done only because of the function staffing. So what staffing does, it provides job satisfaction by providing a good remunerations. Okay, and by providing the training and development uh, programs in order to develop the performance of the employees. Last is maintains harmony. Now, how and staffing process it maintains harmony. Okay, so in staffing process, individuals they are recruited, selected, placed. Okay, as well as their performance is regularly appraised. Promotions are given on the basis of merit. Okay, so for this criteria is made and duly communicated to concerned employees. It brings peace and harmony in organization. Okay, so if an employee is working good, okay, and then a proper appraisal and promotion should be given to that person. Okay, now where sometimes we see a person is an employee is giving his best. Okay, he's working hard, he's doing a good work, efficient work, but still the organization is not giving him any promotion, or if an organization is not appraising him, then what will happen, it will definitely going to uh, decreases morale. Okay, so this can create a disputes amongst the employees. So this should be avoided, and it can be avoided if the employee will going to get a good appraisal and a good remuneration, a good promotions for the work he is doing. Okay, so maintains harmony can be maintained, peace can be maintained if the employees are given uh, good remuneration, if the employees are given promotions for their efficient work in the organizations. Okay, so these are the importance of staffing. I hope this all these 10 points are clear to you. It's very now. What is directing? So you can see in the picture what is directing. What this person, red color person is doing with the other. What is giving? Okay, so what is doing is instructing, guiding them. Okay, is guiding them, right? So what is giving? He is giving, showing them the direction. Okay, so this is nothing but directing. Okay, so directing is nothing. It is a process of where a director instructs, guides, communicates, inspire, motivates, and supervise the employees. Okay, so what is directing function in this? The director, what it gives the proper instructions, it gives the guidance, it communicates with the employees, it inspires them for their work, it motivates them for their work, and it supervises the employees so that they can go to a so that they can achieve the predetermined goals of an organizations. Okay, so directing plays a very important role because if there is I'm having a proper planning, if I'm having a proper I had organized all the resources properly, and even I'm having a good staffing, but the staff, the employee, they don't know what to do. Okay, then it will be a of no use, right? So directing is plays a very important role. It is a soul of management function. Directing is said as the soul of management functions because when we know everything, okay, but we don't know the direction. Okay, मुझे एक place पे पहुंचना है but I don't know the direction how to go there, then what will happen? All my plannings, all my resources, all my uh, staffing, it will be of just a waste, right? So proper direction is there, and this person who gives the direction is called as a director. Okay, so the process of instructing, guiding, communicating, and inspiring, motivating, and supervising the employees, it is called in order to achieve a predetermined goal, it is called as a directing. Okay, now directing is a continuous function. कौन सा फंक्शन है? कंटिन्यूस फंक्शन है. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि वन टाइम वंस यू हैव डन, यू गिवन द डायरेक्शन, यू हैव गाइडेड देम, उसके बाद में मैं बताऊंगी नहीं. Okay, so what is directing? It is a continuous function. It goes on. Okay, once for the years to years. Okay, it goes on even the objectives, the goals have been achieved, even after that also it goes on. So that's why directing is a continuous function. Next, it is initiated at top level and then it flows to the lower level. Okay, so it is initiated, ऊपर से direction instructions आते हैं, फिर वो नीचे lower level तक flow होते हैं. Okay, so this is the way direction is flows from top level to lower level. Director is a person who shows the correct path as well as guides the employees. So which person shows the correct path as well as the guidance, provides the guidance. Okay, so director is a person which helps your employees, the person which shows the path, okay, correct way, and guide the employees so that they any problem they are facing, it can be solved. Okay, so director help the employees to uh, get their problem solved by showing them the correct path as well as by guiding them. That's why a few philosophers said direction as life spark of an enterprise. Okay, तो कुछ philosophers ने क्या कहा है? Direction क्या है? It is a life spark of an enterprise because if there is no direction, okay, हमें पता ही नहीं हमें कहाँ जाना है, then ultimately the organization will not going to grow further. Okay, so there is a need of good directions to the employees in the organizations. Okay, so I hope directing is clear to you. Directing is the instructions, the guidance, the communications, the inspiring, motivation, supervising, which is done by the director to the employees. Okay, it's a continuous functions. It is initiated, started from top level and it flows to the lower level. Here the person who gives the direction is called as a director. Okay, they shows the correct path and they provide the guidance to the employees so that any problem they are facing, it can be solved. And few philosophers, they had said what they had said: direction as a life spark of an enterprise. Okay, now definition again, the three definitions have been there. Okay, it's three definitions is given. Okay, Now three definitions were there, but I had taken two definitions from them. Okay, so what the two definition is, one is of Ernest Dale and the second is Wick and Breck. Okay, so what is Ernest Dale has said, according to him, directing is what has to be done and in what manner through dictating the procedures and policies for accomplishing performance standard. Okay, so what Dale says, he says directing क्या होता है, it is what has to be done, क्या करना है और कैसे करना है, कौन से तरीके से, किस मैनर में करना है. ओके, उसको डिक्टेट करना with the help of procedures and policies so that जो भी standard है उसको achieve किया जा सके. Okay, so this is the definition which is given by Dale. Directing means क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, उसका प्रोसीजर और पॉलिसीज को डायरेक्ट करना टू द एम्प्लॉइज सो दैट द goals can be achieved. Okay, next is definition is given by Erwick and Breck. What he says, directing is the guidance, inspiration, leadership of those men and women that constitute the real case of responsibilities of management. Okay, so direction dena is not a easy task. Okay, this can be done by those persons only who are responsible of uh, related to the management. Okay, who are real case of responsibility, they don't know their responsibilities ki I have to give a proper direction, then only my organization can will going to work properly. Okay, so what is this directing है, it is a guidance, it is an inspiration, it is an leadership. Okay, but kiska, of those men and women that constitute the real case of responsibilities of management. Okay, जिनको feel होता है okay I am having this responsibility where I have to direct my employees in a right way so that the organizational objectives can be achieved, so that the problems, if any of my employees are facing any problem, it can be solved. Okay, so it is a work of responsibility, and that's why it can be done by those men and women which feels this responsibility of management. Okay, so these are the two definitions which are given by Dale and Wick and Breck. Okay, this I hope these two definitions are clear to you. Okay, so the next is the importance of directing. Now, why directing is important? Okay, तो वो तो definition से हमें meaning से समझ में आ गया है कि why directing or direction is important, right? सबसे पहला importance जो है वो है initiates action. Now, direction is a function which supports to activate the plans with the help of employees. Okay, so whatever plan is made, okay, it can be activated only with the help of employees. Okay, so action is initiated through टाइमली डायरेक्शन. ओके, तो जो भी एक्शन लिया जाएगा वो कब लिया जाएगा, जब प्रॉपर डायरेक्शन दिखाएंगे. ओके, सो एवरी एक्शन इज इनिशिएटेड ओनली व्हेन only through a timely direction. Okay, proper instructions are given to subordinates while completing their assigned task. Whatever instructions is given, so the proper instruction should be given and to subordinates. Okay, while completing their assigned task. Okay, if there is no proper instructions, then the work cannot be, or the assigned work cannot be done properly. So, okay, so proper instruction should be given. The managers direct the subordinate about what to do, how to do, when to do, and also to see that their instructions are properly followed. Okay, so what managers should do, they should direct their subordinates कि क्या करना है, what to do. Okay, कैसे करना है, how to do, when to do, कब करना है, and also to see that their instructions are properly followed. Okay, जो भी instructions वो दे रहे हैं वो properly followed किए जाते हैं. Okay, so as we say, every action has every actions. Okay, it is initiated only when there is a proper direction. अगर मैं आपको बोलूंगी कि फर्स्ट चैप्टर पढ़ना है, राइट, सो ही आप क्या करोगे, फर्स्ट चैप्टर पढ़ोगे. अगर मैं बोलूंगी आपको सेकंड चैप्टर पढ़ना है तो ही आप सेकंड चैप्टर. ओके, so if I will going to give a proper direction, then only सामने वाला क्या करेगा, proper action करेगा. Okay, so direction is important because it is because of direction only the action is initiated. Next is integrates effort. Okay, what is direction? Directing, it is an integrate effort. Integrate effort मतलब now अब यहाँ पे a single person cannot do anything. Okay, it is an integrated effort of all the employees and departments. Okay, in order to achieve the organizational goals. Okay, so integration of effort is possible through persuasive leadership and effective communication towards the accomplishment of organizational goals. क्योंकि जो भी organizations में हैं employees, जितने भी departments हैं, उन सबका में एक ही aim है, एक ही motive है to achieve the organizational goals, right? So it is possible if they will going to be work in integration. Okay, they will going to work together, then only these results can be achieved. And it is possible if there is a proper leadership, if there is a proper and effective communications among the employees. Okay, so directing helps to integrate the efforts of all the employees and departments in order to achieve the goals of the organization. Next is means of motivation. अब directing को क्या बोला है? It's means of motivation, it is said. Now while directing the subordinates, their opinions are also considered. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि if a person is saying something and you have to strictly follow them, सामने वाला अगर कोई idea लेके आ रहा है तो वो मुझे सुनना ही नहीं है. Okay, so this should not be done basically. Okay, so what directing does, it allows the subordinates to keep their opinions also, to keep their ideas also in front of the manager. Okay, a manager, what will happen then, a manager can identify the potential and abilities of its subordinate, and it also helps them to give their best. Okay, so this is the way, if an employee is coming with an idea and if a manager uh, accepts it and use it, okay, then ultimately it will going to motivate the employees. Okay, and it can also be motivated by providing them financial or non-financial incentives so that their performance will more improved and their morale also will going to be boosted. Okay, so this is possible because of the function directing, because in directing the manager, it identifies the potential and abilities of its subordinates and helps them to give their best. Okay, and this can be done, they can be motivated also by providing them, by offering them financial and non-financial incentives which will help them to boost up their morale and their performance. Okay, so this was a function that this is the importance of function directing, means of motivation. Next is provide stability. Now stability plays important role in the growth and survival of the organization. Effective leadership, communication, supervision and motivation develop cooperation and commitment among the employees. Okay, so if there is a good leader, a good supervisor, then ultimately there will be a good cooperation between the employees and the manager. Okay, so there should be a good communications, and it is possible if there is a good leadership, is effective leadership, if and a good relationship among the employees and the managers, then only the organization, they can be, it can work smoothly. Okay, and it can work for a longer period of time, so there will be stability. Okay, and balance between the departments and the groups if there is a effective direction, if there is an effective leadership. Okay, next is coping up with the changes. Okay, so coping up with the changes, so factors of business environment are always changing. Okay, जो भी factors है business के environment के, वो क्या होते हैं, हमेशा change होते रहते हैं. Okay, so adapting to the environmental changes is necessary for the growth of organization. जैसे जैसे environmental changes होते हैं वैसे वैसे business को भी, organization को भी change होना पड़ता है अगर वो आगे बढ़ना, growth करना चाहते हैं, right? Now, with the help of motivation, proper communication, and proper leadership, the employees, they can clearly understand the nature of change and also the positive outcome of the adopting of the change. Okay. Now, if a manager, if I will tell my employee कि आपको ये ऐसे ही करना है, आपको ये ऐसे ही करना है, आपको ये ऐसे ही करना है, then what will happen? The employee will not going to listen. Okay. But if a good leader, if a good instructor, I will going to guide him properly. कि this is the way you have to do, this is the thing you have to do. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, सामने वाला पर्सन भी इजीली और अच्छे वे में वो चेंजेस को एक्सेप्ट कर लेगा. ओके, सो इफ देयर इज अ proper direction given, then only that whatever changes which are there, which are coming in the environment, it will be accepted by the employees and they will able to complete the task properly. Okay, जैसे अभी आजकल की बात करें तो ई फाइल कोई सब चीज क्या हो रहा है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक हो रहा है। ओके, पहले क्या होता था कि जो भी हम जैसे हम लेक्चर ले रहे हैं, राइट, दिस इज एन ई फॉर्म ऑनलाइन वे। ओके, सो यहाँ पे व्हाट इज डन, बहुत सारे ऐसे टीचर्स होंगे या बहुत सारे ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स होंगे जिनको मोबाइल यूज करना नहीं आता, राइट। सो बट इफ द प्रॉपर डायरेक्शन इज गिवन टू देम, तो क्या हो जाएगा, इट विल हेल्प देम टू यूज दी mobiles properly, which will help them to uh, be in the lecture and to hear the lecture properly, right? So it's very important, proper direction should be given ताकि कोई भी changes है उसको easily accept किया जाए, right? So it is possible if there is a proper direction. So these are the 5 importance of directing, that is initiate action, because its action is initiated only when there is a proper direction will be given. Integrate efforts, all the efforts of the employees and departments, they are integrated because of the function directing, because of good communication and good direction will going to help to integrate the efforts of the employees and the departments to achieve the organizational goals. Means of motivation, and by giving the financial and non-financial incentives to improve the performance of the employees, to improve the, to boost up their morale. Okay, so direction helps the employees, to motivate the employees. Next, provide stability. A stability can plays an important role for any organization in order to run for a longer period of time. Okay, and it can be possible if proper leadership and proper direction is given to the employees. Okay, next is coping with the changes. If any changes is there, if in the organization, then the organization has to change itself as per the changes in the environment. So an employee can accept the changes if there is a proper direction given by the director. Okay, so this is the 5 points. Next 5 points we will continue in the next lecture as the time is not there. Okay, I hope till now everything is clear to you. Okay, now in this functions of management, एक ही चीज आपको करना है, you might have to go the same thing, directing, planning. Okay, तो जो भी functions है आपको वही सुनने मिलेंगे बार बार, right? But it's a very important chapter and you have to study this. I hope till uh, everything is clear, whatever is I had explained till now.